Hello friends, let us now learn some important points about the cardiac tumors. So first we will see the most commons. So if you were asked what is the most common cardiac tumor is, that is metastasis, and these metastases are from the lungs. Then what is the most common benign cardiac tumor if you were asked, then it depends upon either whether the tumor is present in adults or whether the tumor is present in childhood. If this benign cardiac tumor is present in adults, this will cause myxoma, whereas if the benign tumor is present in childhood, it can cause rhabdomyoma. Then if you see, if there is, what is the most common valve tumor, if the question was asked what is the most common valve tumor, then it is papillary fibroelastoma is the most common valve tumor. Papillary fibroelastoma is the most common valve tumor. Okay, then these are the benign tumors were over, valve tumors were over. Now if you were asked one more question, what is the most common malignant tumor? This also depends whether the tumor is present in adults or in children. Most common malignant tumor in adults, it is angiosarcoma, and most common malignant tumor in the children, if you were asked, this is rhabdomyosarcoma is the most common malignant tumor in the children. Okay, so we will have to learn some important points about the rhabdomyosarcoma and myxoma, that is important. So first we will learn some important points about we will first differentiate between myxoma and rhabdomyosarcoma. This is important, rhabdomyosarcoma. We will first differentiate between these two. Okay, first, in myxoma occurs mainly in adults, whereas rhabdomyosarcoma most commonly occurs in children. Myxoma, occurs in left atrium, whereas rhabdomyosarcoma, the most common site is left ventricle. Myxoma is associated with a cell called as lipidic cell, whereas rhabdomyosarcoma is associated with spider cell. So how does the lipidic cell look like? So lipidic cell looks something, these are just irregular cells which you see like this in the myxoid stroma. In the myxoid stroma, this hole is myxoid stroma. In the myxoid stroma, you will see these irregular kinds of cells which you see is the lipidic cells. Okay, then we have spider cells in rhabdomyosarcoma. How does these spider cells look? The spider cells these are bigger cells, and they have the nucleus, and from the nucleus there are some radial fibers which are going like this. Okay, so this is how the spider cell looks like. Okay, and if you see, this spider cell is actually glycogen positive, and it is also PAS positive. It is glycogen positive and periodic acid skip stain positive. Okay, this is how the spider cell looks like. Then if you see the syndromes associated with it, now this myxoma is associated with many syndromes. We will see in a minute, like GNAS syndrome or PRKAR syndrome or Carney's complex. These are the syndromes which are associated with myxoma, whereas rhabdomyosarcoma is associated with tuberous sclerosis. Rhabdomyosarcoma is associated with tuberous sclerosis. So first we will learn some important points, some important syndromes associated with myxoma. So if you see the associated syndromes with myxoma, first we have first syndrome is GNAS mutation. This will lead to McCune-Albright syndrome. Okay, in McCune-Albright syndrome is associated with myxoma. This McCune-Albright syndrome contains three things. One, it includes CAF-A Lued spots which are present in McCune-Albright syndrome, and also they are also present in neurofibromatosis. Then it is also associated with precocious puberty, and it is also associated with fibrous dysplasia. So this is the triad for McCune-Albright syndrome. Then we have the second type of disorder, which is PRKAR defect. Okay, then we have Carney's complex. We have a complex called as Carney's complex. This Carney's complex involves the following. It includes first myxoma. It also contains the skin pigmentation is present, and this is also associated with endocrine tumors. So it has myxoma, skin pigmentation, and it is associated with endocrine tumors. Then we have a disease called as Name syndrome. Okay, in this Name syndrome, N for Nevi, A for atrial myxoma, and one more M for myxoid atrial another M for myxoid neurofibroma, and E for epilepsy. Okay, so these are the epilepsy. Okay, so these include Name syndrome. Then after the Name syndrome, then this is also associated with one more syndrome, which is called as Lamb syndrome. In Lamb syndrome, L for it includes lentigenes, then A for atrial myxoma, AM for atrial myxoma, and we have B for blue navy. So these are very important. So we will see once more. GNAS syndrome, that is GNAS mutation, GNAS mutation, McCune-Albright syndrome, which is associated with myxoma, K for light spot, precocious puberty, fibrous dysplasia, PRKAR mutation, Carney's complex associated with myxoma, skin pigmentation, endocrine tumors, Name syndrome, which is associated with navy, atrial myxoma, myxoid neurofibromatosis, and epilepsy. Lamb syndrome associated with lentigenes, atrial myxoma, and blue navy. So all these are the syndromes associated with cardiac tumors. Thank you for watching.